Good morning. Welcome into the morning show. Today is Tuesday. It's already June the 8th. I'm Debbie along with Hugh. Good to have you with us this morning. And if you didn't notice it, it's sprinkling out there already. When you and I were running in, it was already doing a little bit of sprinkling, was it? Heavy drops.
They were big old drops this morning. They weren't expected, but it comes. There's a lot of clouds out there, so there must be a lot of moisture.
That's right. We want to talk very quickly about the Jeremiah Castile Foundation, the Character Camp. And Hugh, it's going on. It started yesterday, and it's happening today, again today, and then tomorrow. Right.
And Jeremiah Castile, as you know, was played at Alabama and is really involved in Fellowship of Christian Athletes. But just a fine man and a fine athlete, and he's coming up here giving a free clinic with a number of other college football players. So you got an opportunity to really get your children some first-rate coaching and help them to understand that character is the very start of good football. So if you don't have that, you're not going to have the discipline and everything else that goes with it to really be a winner.
Absolutely. So go out there today. Even if you missed yesterday, it's okay to go today and then again for tomorrow. And let's go ahead and take a look at the weather.
I'm getting there, guys.
Oh, okay. He's getting there, he said.
Oh, okay.
Okay, there it is.
Today we're looking for a high of 90 and a low of 69, mostly sunny. Tomorrow, a little better chances of rain with a high of 92 and a low of 70 and a chance of thunderstorms of 40%. And on down the road for Thursday, a high in the low 90s and low in the 70s. Chance of thunderstorms 50 on Thursday and 30% on Friday. And then looking on to the weekend, 20% chance with highs getting up there around the mid 90s and the lows in the 70s. So summer is thoroughly getting here. And, we just need a few more dry days so everybody can get their hays in. There's a lot of hay on the ground that's been there for a long time.
It needs to come in, doesn't it?
Can't get it in because it keeps raining on it and getting it wet. I've got some that's been on the ground nearly 2 weeks. So,
oh, wow.
Maybe
you did the big round, do you?
balls.
Okay, instead of the squares.
Yeah.
All right, very good. And we got a great show lined up for you. Our first segment, or one of the segments, I don't know for sure which one is coming up, but Senior Shindig and also Rob Cook. We had an opportunity not long ago to do the Project Lifesaver. It's a great tool that is used for, it can be used for a lot of different situations, Alzheimer's, you know, a child that has special needs or whatever. So I think you'll enjoy it. I learned a lot.
Good show today. And just for the sports fans out there, Alabama won their Super Regional against Georgia Tech last night, 10-8. And Auburn lost to Clemson in their final game, 13-7. And everybody was sure hoping for another Alabama-Auburn matchup at Auburn in the Super Regionals, but it didn't happen. But both of them played great baseball down the stretch, and we look forward to seeing Alabama and see what they do down the road.
All right, congratulations to all those winners. And of course, we'll be back with more of the morning show right after this.
Hi, I'm Jay Mullins with Premier Bank. At Premier Bank, your deposits are insured up to $100,000. Certain IRA accounts are insured up to $250,000. And we've got an FDIC pamphlet here that will tell you how to insure up to $1,200,000. If you want your money to be safe, call me, Jay Mullins, at 737-9900, and let's talk.
There's a new team coming to town, a life-saving team. On this team are specially trained emergency medicine physicians, doctors who are board certified in emergency medicine. Very few hospitals in Alabama provide only board certified physicians in their emergency rooms, but your hospital does. The life-saving team of emergency medicine specialists, only at Coleman Regional Medical Center.
This is our annual shindig. It's a picnic for seniors in the Coleman area, and we invite our neighbors from neighboring counties to come too. We had some folks from away in Lawrence and Morgan County and in some other counties, but it's just a day of fun, just to have a picnic and everybody have a program. And Mary Henry started the program a little over 30 years ago, and the first shindig was in 1977, so we're continuing the tradition. contest. The seniors themselves do the entertainment with the contest that we have. It's just a fun day. We always have the rooster crowing and the hog calling. We have the Do the Twist contest.
All right, contestant number 1. Do the twist. Do the twist. All right, contestant number 1. Number 8.
We always have the unique hat contest, which is anything goes, you know, that's on the head.
Praise God. Praise God. Praise God.
In times like these, the special moments are more important than ever. At Eva Bank, we understand your life can be a bit hectic, so we offer a variety of personal banking options with individual assistance. From online banking to Advantage savings and checking, as well as loans to further your family's success. Eva Bank, making your financial needs easier so you can get back to the more important things. That's the Eva Bank Advantage.
Find the perfect gift for any occasion at the Borden Market Shop.
At College Tire Company, your valuable wheels are safe because our new touchless tire changer protects your wheels during tire removal and installation. The machine never touches the wheel, and the new Force Balancer Match balances your wheel and tire for a vibration-free ride. Buy virtually new name brand tires and you'll get free rotation for the life of the tire at College Tire Company. With 2 locations to serve you better. In Huntsville, call 489-7110. In Hanceville, call 352-2221.
Welcome back into the morning show. With me this morning, we have Rob Cook. Rob is the coordinator for the Coleman County Sheriff's Department special project, and it's referred to as Project Lifesaver. We've heard lots of good things about it, and this morning, Rob is actually going to share with us more in detail on how the program actually works and maybe how you could benefit or a loved one could benefit from the program. Good morning to you, Rob.
Good morning. Thank you.
Thank you for being here. Project Lifesaver, excuse me. How long have we actually had the program in Coleman County?
Since 2005.
2005. Do you have a rough idea of about how many people are participating with the program at this time?
In Coleman County? Right now we have 27 members that are on Project Lifesaver.
Great. And I know we've got some stats. Share with our audience this morning a little bit about the numbers of people that have actually, and we'll get in more detail in a minute how it works, but have actually been helped by this program.
As of today, I looked on the internet with Project Lifesaver's website, and currently there's 1,982 people that have been found with Project Lifesaver that actually was wearing the bracelet. Wow.
That's unbelievable, folks. And we're talking about senior citizens, maybe that have been diagnosed with dementia, maybe Alzheimer's. We're talking about children that maybe have special needs, maybe children that don't have any special needs. And when we say special needs, we're talking about autism or maybe Down syndrome. What are the main the folks that are participating in our community out of those 20 plus, what are their diagnoses, most of those?
Majority is Alzheimer's or dementia. We have 7 children in our program which range from autism and cerebral palsy and also Downs.
Okay, so we do have 7 in our community. Share with us a little bit. You've got in your hand, and I refer to it as a monitor for a better word, but share with us what this is, Rob.
This is a transmitter that transmits the signal from this bracelet to the receiver. So once the person wanders off, this is what we're looking for, is this transmitter.
Okay. Where is this normally placed on a senior citizen?
Either on the wrist or the ankle.
The same thing with the child?
Yes, correct.
Do you find that it doesn't bother the child as much if it's on their ankle versus their wrist, or does it matter?
Normally with children, they like wearing it on their ankle because they sometimes like to play with it. It distracts them, like during school a lot of times, and it's harder for them to get to if it's on their ankle.
Well, that's true. Maybe they sort of forget about it once it's on there, maybe?
Well, that's true because it's not in their way. They're not seeing it just continuously.
Okay. Now, if I have a child or a senior parent that I think needs the benefits of this, how easy is it to do?
It's easy. Just contact me at the sheriff's office and we'll set an appointment, talk to them about what has taken place, what type of history, if they've ever wandered. A lot of times people call me after their parent has wandered off, and sometimes that's too late. Luckily here in Coleman County we have not had that type of situation, but I'd rather them call ahead of time if they have some type of questions or concerns, and we'll discuss it and go from there.
Wonderful. And of course there is a very small fee, a monthly charge. I think it runs up like $10 a month. I mean, it's very minimal for the safety aspect, and also for the peace of mind is the word I'm looking for this morning, folks. Peace of mind, knowing that your loved one is safe and can be found if they were to wander off. Also, I think there's a small minimal charge to begin with, right?
Yes, there is.
Okay, very good. Now, we're going to do something a little bit interesting this morning. I think maybe it'll be a little bit fun. I hope that you enjoy it, and I hope you learned something from it. He's actually going to place this on my wrist. Then you know how goofy I am, folks. I was telling Rob what I was going to do, and he said, I don't want to know where you're going because I'm going to find you. So what we're going to do is place this on my wrist, then I'm going to get lost, and we're going to see how long it actually takes for Rob to find me, because you have a, what kind of a device do you have? A homing device?
No, it's a receiver. This is a transmitter.
Okay.
I'm going to use the receiver to find you.
See how technically challenged I am? Not Rob, but I am. Okay, good deal. So how tight are you going to put it on there?
Not very tight at all, just enough to make sure you cannot pull it off.
Okay, very good.
Does that feel too tight?
No, that's perfect.
It's a lot like a hospital bracelet.
It is, isn't it? Okay, very good. Now, like we said earlier, we're going to get lost, or I'm going to get lost. I've been lost all day, but anyway, I'm going to get lost, and we're going to see if he can actually find me. All right, now, folks, you saw Rob put this, the band on my arm, and Rob has actually left the park. We're at Sportsman's Lake Park. He has left the park. I'm going to get in my vehicle. I'm going to drive a little ways, and then I'm going to hide and see how long it takes him to find me, and see how accurate this device is. So come on and let's see where we go. Just think about it for a minute. A loved one maybe that is going through some tough times, dementia, early stages, maybe Alzheimer's early stages, or a child with special needs, or just a child sometimes. And I guess you could use it for just a typical child, but anyway, a child with special needs. This would be such a relief as a parent and as a grandparent to know that your child could be found. Okay, it's time for me to get lost, and I'm going to try to do a really, really good job of being lost. You know, it's like Rob said, so many times, especially if it's a child, we've seen it on those commercials where they usually try to do something that they like. I know all my grandchildren would go straight toward the water, so I think I'm probably going to go toward the water. And but there again, I'll be hidden well enough, just like a child would. And we'll see if we can make it sort of difficult and see how well this system actually works.
This is the location that I was told to respond where the person that's wearing the Project Lifesaver bracelet was last seen. This is the equipment that we use. This is the receiver, which we program the frequency number that is assigned to the bracelet that each individual wears, and then we hook it up to our antenna. This is the basic equipment that we use during a search. Once we respond to the scene, we find the last place that they were seen, put in the frequency number, and we do what's called a 360 to pick up the signal of the receiver. Have a signal going that direction. This is the 10th year Project Lifesaver. Coleman County has had it since 2005. We've had 7 searches since we've had the program. all of them have been found not harmed in less than 30 minutes. In a typical search for a person that's missing, we normally use 2 people for this search. We could actually clear this area, this whole park, by setting up a triangulation search here where one person would get at one point, and then we'll send somebody at a 90-degree angle and triangulate and see which direction the signals are coming from to clear this area. So if a person was like at Walmart that was missing, or at Heritage Park, instead of going inside Walmart looking for the person, you could actually set up at one corner of the building, another one at the other side, and determine if that person wearing the transmitter was actually inside Walmart or not without actually entering. You can tell that this is a large area to cover. Think about somebody that's missing at night, or even the temperatures that we're having today, or even in the wintertime when it's cold, that it doesn't take long for the elements to get to an elderly person that could cause fatigue or dehydration. So time is a matter in our hands, that the average search time is less than 30 minutes with Project Lifesaver, and the person that is not wearing a bracelet, average search time is about 9 hours. Once the person develops a tendency to wander, it's a 72% chance that they will wander again. The studies show that the youngest person that's been diagnosed with Alzheimer's is 36 years old. It's a female in the United States. Also, stats show that once a person has been missing for 24 hours, their survival rate drops 50%. So that's why time is very important in searches. Hey, Debbie?
Yes. And of course, as we end the show this morning, we're going to ask Officer Cook, if he would share with us just a little bit about, after seeing our segment today, if you or a loved one could benefit, or maybe your loved ones or family, friend, whatever, could benefit from this program, how easy is it to contact you or someone else and become part of the program?
It's very easy. Just contact the sheriff's office and let them know that they need to be in touch with somebody with Project Lifesaver, and they'll refer them to me, and I'll call them back, and we'll go over some guidelines, that's the requirements for them as a caretaker, or the people that need to wear the bracelet, make sure that they actually do live in our county. That's one of the main requirements.
That's one of the main. Okay. Now, if someone's watching also today, if you've got a women's group, a men's group at your church, civic organization, if you need a speaker to come and talk about Project Lifesaver, and the benefits are unbelievable, folks, after witnessing it firsthand today, and hopefully you'll realize it too after seeing the segment, how beneficial this is to you and your family and to your loved one, because it didn't take but just a few minutes to find me. I was very well hidden. But if you would like for Officer Cook to come out to your group and speak about this, he would certainly love the opportunity to do that. Just call him at 739-0342, or maybe another number or an extension.
How about 734-0342 is the correct
I said 739. That's right, 734-0342. And just ask for you, right?
That's correct.
Okay. Now, very quickly, as we go off this morning, we want to also share with you, if you're interested in making a donation to this program, because so many times we have people in our community that maybe that cannot afford the monitor itself or afford the $10 a month. Don't let that keep you, folks, from calling and finding out more about this program, because there are people in our community that do make donations, and there again, we could use donations also for the program. Is that right?
That's correct. And it's a tax-deductible donation. It's made out to the Pilot Club of Coleman. Mm-hmm. They're actually the ones that started this program, went to the sheriff and said, hey, let's get this going. So I want to give them a big thank you, because they're the ones that really push for this program for us, and it's very beneficial.
Wonderful. They are a wonderful group, and as you see throughout the year, they do a couple of great fundraisers, and try to maybe participate in those fundraisers, because you know where our money's going. And we want to say thank you today for being with us. Thanks for spending your day with us, and we'll be back with more right after this.
Welcome back into the morning show. We have our devotion for you, and we want to say thank you for tuning in today.
And we're looking at Proverbs 8 again today, and it speaks of wisdom. Now then, my sons, listen to me. Blessed are those who keep my ways. Listen to my instruction and be wise. Do not ignore it. Blessed is the man who listens to me, watching daily at my doors, waiting at my doorway. For whoever finds me finds life and receives favor from the Lord. But whoever fails to find me and harms himself, all who hate me love death. So as we go through our daily walk today, we need to search out and listen to God's instructions. We have it everywhere, and all we have to do is turn to Him, and we can find the right path. So everybody look out and seek out God today as you go through your day.
Absolutely. Bye-bye.
Bye.